Heard of, Mr. Kovacs, you ever heard of the Competitive Enterprise Institute?
Certainly.
Mm-hmm. And you make reference to the Competitive Enterprise Institute in your written statement to this committee. Is that correct?
Could you tell me what page?
Page 1.
Oh, okay. We recognized they had done some research for us.
Okay, and are you familiar with Koch Industries and the Koch Foundations?
Actually, I've heard of them, but I have very little knowledge of them.
Are you aware that the Competitive Enterprise Institute received more than $700,000 from various Koch brothers affiliated organizations?
I have no knowledge of that.
If that were true, do you think that such contributions could influence the policies of the Competitive Enterprise Institute?
Well, first of all, even you don't know it. I don't know, maybe you know it's true. I don't know that it's true, and I'm not going to guess about something I don't know. That.
Well, I'm just asking you, assuming that the Koch brothers have contributed more than $700,000 to the Competitive Enterprise Institute, isn't it logical to think that they would have some influence on the results of the research that entity produced, which you're relying upon today?
Well, first of all, Congressman, with all
is that if you could answer yes or no,
no, I'm not,
and
no.
then I'll allow you to explain.
No, they would have no influence on this.
The $700,000 would not matter?
They would have no influence. We hired one specific person who was able to do, let me just be really clear, this one person did a word search of the Federal Register to pick up certain pieces of litigation as a means of checking what we found in our legal search. So the search went on two ways. One was we produced it from LexisNexis, Westlaw, Pacer, and we assembled it. And then we asked one simple thing. We knew that there were some reports out of.
So that you're going far afield of my question.
Well, I'm telling you how the report was done.
I'm just asking whether or not you think that the $700,000 from the Koch brothers had any influence.
I know in this instance and this report it had none.
Okay,
because I personally supervised this report.
Thank you. What is your stance? You are the let's see, you're the Senior Vice President for Environmental, Technical, and Regulatory Affairs at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. What is your view on the issue of global warming?
I think I spent a long time with Mr. Cohen on that issue, and we have been, over the years, very active in promoting alternative technologies, energy.
What do you believe that climate change actually exists?
We have pushed as many forms of technology and energy efficiency and other ways in which to minimize electric use as any institution in this city. We have been years before the environmentalists picked up energy efficiency or alternative technologies. We were lobbying the Bush administration to move in that direction. We were the company we were the organization that pushed the energy savings performance contracts from literally from an inception into being one of the smartest ways in which to reduce energy. So I will put our record against anyone's record on that.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir. Mr. Walke, isn't it a fact that this legislation would give the Koch brothers and their industries a right to intervene in any regulatory action that could be brought, given their interest in the energy field? Isn't that correct?
Yes, Congressman, I believe it is. The breadth of this, the language in the bill is astonishing and would allow a really unlimited array of of business interests, whether it be the Koch brothers or others, to intervene. It is clear that the Koch brothers' systematic anti-regulatory agenda is evidenced by the very interesting structure of this bill, and also evidenced by really the kind of the open admission to how the chamber went about doing its report. It wasn't looking for impropriety, it was looking for internet searches of settlements in one particular area of the law where the chamber has historically been highly opposed in court and in Congress, and that is environmental protection. That speaks for itself, that this has been driven by an anti-enforcement agenda, which we see the Koch brothers devoted to with very high dollar support for groups that share its ideological agenda.
Thank you.
Wow.